And raise your hands and so I get some.
Good morning, sir. Sir, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. First offense, it's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On March 17th, 2025, an officer was dispatched to a call for service at the 400th block of West Gray Street, Houston, Harris County, Texas. Upon arrival, the officer observed the defendant sitting inside his vehicle. The officer made contact with the defendant and observed the defendant to have bloodshot eyes, unsteady balance, and was confused. The defendant stated he didn't have anything to drink. A Houston Fire Department employee, the wheel witness, stated the defendant was asleep in the driver's side of the vehicle with his foot on the brake and the vehicle in drive. The wheel witness stated he had a hard time waking up the defendant. SFSTs were conducted. 6 out of 6 clues were observed on the HGN. 5 out of 8 clues observed on the walk-in turn. 3 out of 4 clues observed on the one-leg stand. The DIC was read and the defendant consented to a breath test. The results were 0.179 and 0.175.
Where was he? Was he in the middle of the road?
It sounds like, yeah, I don't. So it says that he was sitting inside his vehicle on the 400th block of West Gray Street, which is accessible to the public. On a public road.
Don't, please. I have no idea what that is, where it is. Is he in the middle of the road? Is he in a parking lot? Is it Domino's Pizza? I mean,
It says it's on a public street. It says, well, more specifically, it says 400 block of West Gray Street is a public street.
I need more information. I mean, does it say he's on the street there, or are you assuming?
No, I'm not assuming. I'm saying what it says is that the 400th block of West Gray Street is a public street. It doesn't say specifically.
Doesn't ask him if he's driving, doesn't, none of that in there? I mean, really?
Yeah, he did have the vehicle in drive with his foot on the brake and was unconscious. But in regards to the location aspect of it, there's nothing further to say about that.
I'm sorry. I'm going to find no probable cause. I can't just go forward with assumptions here, you know? Mr. Cleary, be safe, man. You know, we have every single day. Look, this weekend, how many people died on the road here in Harris County? You know, really, be smart.
Thank you.
You know, you have but one life. Don't do something where you either ruin your life or, more importantly, ruin someone else's life. Okay?
I appreciate
Please
that.
take a seat, sir. I'm going to find no probable cause. Mr. McIntosh, you're charged. You're on bond for a theft. You've now picked up a new theft. On the new case, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On March 6, 2025, an officer was dispatched to a shoplifting call at Walmart in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with the asset protection staff. The complainant stated that he recognized the defendant from a previous encounter. The complainant observed the defendant grab multiple items and attempted to leave the store, passing all points of sale without attempting to pay. Defendant stated he owned a Purple Heart Veterans discount and therefore the amount
That
stolen.
was the first theft, right? I remember that from the first one. That's 254, right?
Right. So, no, this is 255. So maybe similar facts.
And that's the exact, then that must be the exact same as the first one.
Let me check. The older theft is from December 16th, 2024.
Right.
And that was from Melrose, and this is from a Walmart, and this is on March 6th, 2025. I'm not seeing anything on the previous theft regarding the Purple Heart discount.
Okay.
Would you like me to start over?
Just so, the Walmart and how much?
$283.62.
Judge, if you can recall, this is the young man that you had granted a pretrial of you had given a bond for him. You had me to talk to his mother to see if his mother would have a place for him to stay. And she said yes, provided that he puts up an effort to try to get a job and et cetera.
Oh, I remember that. Okay. But he now picked up a new case.
No, he had.
Have we addressed that since then?
Yeah, we addressed it. We knew that he had picked up another case. That's why you were upset that he had picked up another case while he was on bond for the previous theft. But the court was kind enough to still give him a bond, because I had spoken with the mother and the mother informed me that, he could stay there and, well, until such time that he.
Why are we doing another arraignment then
Right.
today?
Yeah, bond conditions have already been set for this.
Why are we doing an arraignment? Is today just a regular setting then? I'm showing them both set for,
They were signed. Sure. Okay, yes, Judge, I guess it was just a regular setting. He
Don't-
had a PR bond and on the
Right.
bond, it had today's date of billing.
if you pick up a third case, I'm going to absolutely lose it. Do you understand?
Yes, Your
You
Honor.
must get a job or be in school full time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do not use any illegal drugs. If I find that you're using, I will lock you up. Do
Yes,
you
sir.
understand? We've given you now 2 PR bonds on the first one, 1 PR bond on the second case. That's 3 PR bonds. You will not get another one. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
In the next couple weeks, I'm going to send you for a drug test. If I find that you're using, it's not going to go well for you. Okay, so I guess let's set this case out for a couple weeks because I want to know what he's done to get a job. I'm setting your case out for 1 to 2 weeks. I want to see what you have done to get a job. If you have done nothing, if you come here and show me that you have not filled out at least 10 to 15 applications for a job somewhere, it's not going to go well for you. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so 1 to 2 weeks, you're going to get tested when you come back.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Lee, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a seat.
I'm just here for Mario. He's got Christopher Torres, who is surrendering himself today. I believe papers are filed and everything. But he had, and I'm a little unclear on the details because I wasn't here, but he had brought an AA log that I believe you were gonna, if he had shown you.
Well,
those.
no. I said be creative with what, and I would consider waiving the
Sure.
fee.
And so he's given me an AA log. All right, give it to the court. Of all the times he had gone, he'd gone almost every day. There were some wildfires that he had to be evacuated from. So that's the only day or a couple of days he missed. Torres. And Mario's off picking a jury across the street. Otherwise he'd be here himself.
The reason I had the problem is because he has a prior intox assault where there's like, and now we have another second.
Understood.
So that's the problem I had. And I was hoping more than just 11 classes.
I understand.
Okay, here, we can give that back to you. Christopher Torres, come up. So, Mr. Venus, correct me if I'm wrong.
Sure. Yes, Judge.
On a sentence of 10 years in prison, probated for 10, can that be used on a third degree to enhance to a 15 to life?
If the probation is successfully completed, no, for enhancement purposes. It could be for jurisdictional purposes, to make under 4904 or whatever it is, to make it would count as a previous conviction for those purposes, just like an assault family member, even a deferred adjudication would count to make a second.
My curiosity stems from because with his intox assault, he was sentenced to 10 years, probated for 10 years, and it looks like he may have completed successfully, but it's still a felony conviction, right?
Correct, but it's not, you can't use it to enhance punishment ranges, essentially. It can be a jurisdictional paragraph, but not an enhancement paragraph, if that makes sense.
My concern, Mr. Torres, is you're now pleading guilty to this DWI second. The problem is that if you pick up another DWI, from now on, you're facing a third degree felony. You're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. And I don't know if they can use that intox assault conviction to enhance you to an even further penalty, a further consequence. I mean, that's why I'm asking you. I don't know. I know misdemeanor, but the problem is that with a felony conviction, they can use it to enhance punishment. Perhaps it's a 15 to life next time you pick up another DWI. I don't know. But do you want to take that risk? That's the problem. I mean, imagine all this that you've suffered now, and we're here yet again. What's it going to take? A death? Well, I know you say no. Everybody says no. If I had one strand of hair for every time, I'd have a nice looking head of hair. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Is it, what are we doing?
Oh, let me.
You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, it will go on your record. It will be there forever. And I'm telling you now, your record, it's not a good thing. You get pulled over, even with the faintest smell of alcohol, you're going to be charged with a felony. Do you understand? I wouldn't, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car. So, he goes in today.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to waive the fee because you're going into jail now. So I'm not going to tack it on, but stop. Don't kill someone. This weekend alone, 3 people died on our roads this weekend. This weekend, 3 people died. It's not hard. Just don't get into a car. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty, send you to 50 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 2 days that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for 1 year. Do not drive until you get a license, and then we'll take him into custody now, and I'm going to roll your court costs so you won't know anything. All right?
Thank you, Judge.
Good luck. Thank you.
Good to see you.
For coming. Great to see you, man.
You too, Judge.